Hey guys, welcome. It's Mr. Bovey here with Flynn, and we're going to go over just what you're doing today and tomorrow with our walking lab. Okay, so this is another lab. This lab you actually need zero supplies for, so there's no excuse for like, hey, I don't have the supplies. You guys can do it if you have legs and you can walk. And then you're good. All right. And if you don't, and if you're in like a wheelchair or whatever, that's totally okay too, because you can do that as well. All right. So anyway, what we're going to go over is how to do it. So step one is you're going to put the name and the period. Yeah, that's it. Just the name and the period. All right. Say bye, Flynn. Say see ya. Bye. All right. So yeah. Next, what you're going to do is keep in mind there are two important tips that you're going to use. Just pay attention to how they're highlighted, they match. All right, so it looks all complicated, but you know what? It's really not. So let me just explain this to you. If you're watching this video, the random word of the day today is seal, like S-E-A-L, like cute little seals in La Jolla Beach. All right, but don't stop watching the video because it is so important. You guys will not be able to do this lab unless you watch carefully. So please give me your 100%. Okay, now watch this. Check this out. All right, so you're going to do the first step is you're going to make 20 steps, and that's about 10 meters. So if you walk about 20 steps, it's an estimate since we probably don't have meter sticks at your house or a something that measures meters. Just take 20 steps. So take some marker. It could be any object in your house, like anything. Grab two markers. Doesn't matter what it is. Set one down. That's your starting line. Take 20 steps, set it there. That's your finish line. You can do that outside if there's enough room in your house. You can do that in your house. Probably outside though. 20 steps is kind of a lot. So take just two of any type of objects and make your starting line and your finish line. How far? 20 steps out. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, what you're going to do is you're going to take a timer. You most likely have a phone. If you don't have a phone, you can use some kind of other device as something that you can use a stopwatch with. Okay, so you just need a stopwatch, something that can clock your time. So your first thing you're going to do is record your time. You're going to walk from your starting line to your finish line, and you're just going to boom, start the time and walk. Nice leisurely walk, chill walk. And once you get to that finish line, stop it and record your time right here in seconds. Okay, record your time. Then what you're going to do is this thing called heel to toe. It sounds complicated. No, it's not. Let me show you. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're going to stand up. You're going to walk over here, all right? And you're going to take your right foot, all right, and put it right in front of your left foot. Your heel and your toe are touching. Then you're going to take your left foot and touch it like this. Okay? You can't see my feet, but basically what I'm doing is I'm putting my feet together and walking as fast as I can. All right? So that was quite slow, but heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, like you're walking on a balance beam, a really thin balance beam. Okay? So heel to toe, and you're going to walk the 20 meters, your 20 steps doing it that way. All right? Not 20 meters, I'm sorry, 10 meters, your 20 steps doing heel to toe. Okay, you guys got that? Then record your time. It's going to be longer than your walk. All right, what you're going to do next is a sprint. So you're going to go over to your starting line, and you're going to get ready, and you're going to get all hyped. You're going to get your stopwatch ready. You can have a sibling, a friend time you if you want, and you're going to get right behind that starting line. You're going to go as fast as you possibly can. All right, you're going to go as fast as you possibly can. Hit that timer, record what you got. All right. Your final thing is you're going to hop. Okay, this is going to be fun. You're getting out of your seat, getting you moving a little bit. So you're going to go over to your thing, and you're going to just hop as far as you possibly can and just keep hopping and hopping until you get past that finish line and stop your time. All right. So after you do all of that, you got your time. Okay. You record your time right here, there, and there for those 4 different things. All right, and so now that we got our time, what we're going to worry about now is velocity, all right? So velocity, this is what you do. Look at my highlights. All you do is you divide your distance, okay? So that's 10 meters. You're not going 20 steps, okay? You don't Forget about the 20 number. Don't do the 20 number. It's 10 meters divided by your time. So let's say, for example, all right, that I got my time for walking was 10 seconds. Okay? The way I would find my speed is I would divide my distance, 10 divided by 10, which is 1. 10 divided by 10. I would take my distance, 10 meters, and divide it by my time. See, speed equals distance, 10 meters, divided by my time, 10 seconds. So 10 divided by 10 is 1. So what I would write that as is 1 meter. You can just put m per second. Okay, writing it like that is m-s is means meter per second. If you wanted to write it all out like this, 1 meter per second, that's your speed. You could write it like that too. Okay, but the easiest way is to just write like 1 meter per second. It's up to you though. Okay, so that's how fast I was going. I was walking at a speed of 1 meter per second. All right, and so then you're going to do that with your heel to toe. Let's say your heel to toe took you 30 seconds. Okay. What you again would do is you divide 10, that's your distance, by 30. So that would only be 1/3. Or if you put that in the calculator, you'll get 33.3. Or no, I'm sorry, not 0.33. My bad. So that's 1/3. 1/3 meter per second. So that's pretty slow. But hey. So that means you're going only 1/3 of a meter every second. Okay. All right, so that's how you calculate your speed. Hopefully that's pretty easy. If you have to, if you're a little confused, watch that part of the video again, go back a little bit. All right, that's how you calculate your speed. Now what we're going to do is find our mass, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to click this link. And what this is a pounds to kilogram. We have to, in science, use kilograms most of the time, and that's the only way it's going to work with these equations. So if you don't want to put in your weight, that's totally chill. I understand. I'm not going to make you feel uncomfortable, but just give me any random number that's somewhat close to maybe what you weigh. If it's not, then whatever. Honestly, like the best way to do this is to use your weight. I'll be up front and I'll say mine. I'm 200 pounds. All right, I am 200 pounds. So it would equal 90.7 kilograms. All right. So my mass is 90.7 kilograms. All right. And I'm just going to copy that and paste that all the way down. That's that easy. I just did my mass. Now, the way you're going to find kinetic energy is you're going to use this equation, the one that's highlighted in yellow. Okay. Kinetic energy is super easy. It's not complex, not hard. Okay. This is what you do. Is you take half your mass. So I'm going to take my calculator out real quick. Boom. Let's see if I can minimize this a little bit. There we go. All right, half my mass. So I have to put 90.7 divided by 2, 45.35. So I think I might just write that down, like down here or something, just so I have it as a reference. 45.35. Okay, that's half my mass. To find kinetic energy, you use this equation. You take half your mass. So I did that. Cool. 45.35. And I'm going to multiply that, okay? Multiply that by velocity squared. Whoa, that's complicated. No, it's not. All right. Velocity is basically just your speed. So you already found that. So whatever speed you found here, you're going to put in there. So I went 1 meters per second. So it's just 1. Okay. So I'm just going to put 1 squared. What's 1 squared? 1 times 1 is just 1. That's not that complicated. So so what I would end up doing now is I would take my 45.5, that's half my mass. I'll just write it right below it just so you guys can see it. Okay? Half my mass, again, is 45.35. And I'm going to multiply that times my velocity, 1. squared. 1 times 1 is just 1. So what's 45.35 times 1? 45.35. Okay? So my final answer is 45.35. And you're going to write it in the kinetic energy words of joules. So you say Joules, joules. Okay? That's how much kinetic energy you were using while you were walking. That's pretty cool. Really cool. Now, I'm going to show you one more example. Let's say I was going a little bit faster. Let's say the speed was like 4 meters per second. I was going really fast. My walk was really fast, right? So it'd be the same thing. I'm going to take half my mass. And again, I found my mass by putting my pounds in this calculator, all right? So I just take 90.7, divide that by 2. I got 45.35. And instead of timesing it by 1, what I'm going to times it by is 4. So that was my speed now. 4 squared. What's 4 squared, guys? The easiest way to do that is take your calculator, 4 squared. You just push the squared button on your calculator. Or if you just know what 4 times 4 is because you're smart, then it's 16. So what you're going to do is is put times 16 because that's what my answer was. 1/2 of my mass, again, 1/2 of this times 4 squared. Take this number and plug it in here, 4 squared, which is 16. Now what I have, take my calculator. Where did my calculator go? Bummer, I lost it. There it is. All right. Now it's going to be a lot bigger number. 45.35 times 16, 725.6 joules now. So when I moved this number from 1 to 4, I went all the way up to 735 joules. All right. So that's how you do that equation. If you need help, let me know in the GoGuardian chat or whatever, and I'll help you out. But so that's how you do this thing. Watch this video again if you have to. You have today and tomorrow to work on it. Have a blessed, wonderful day, guys. If you have any questions, again, please let me know. I will talk to you guys soon. See you tomorrow.